Welcome back to the Coach Cameron podcast. There is so much to talk about on episode 533. Former Simpson coach is busted. So busted, there's a job opening at Simpson University. Take a look. And soccer commentary. It's full of coded racism. We're going to talk about that. That's always fun. And why JUCO? Why JUCO sports? Is it important? I think it is. We're going to cover that as well. All this on episode 533. Oh boy. So, former Simpson coach, soccer store manager charged with sexual assaulting a minor, Thomas Anderson, who briefly was head coach of Simpson University women's soccer team, faces charges of sexual assaulting a minor. Anderson, 33, is accused of child molestation, creating a possession, control of child pornography, false personation, contact with a minor with intent to commit sexual offenses, and 2 counts of sexual battery. He was arrested June 18th and posted bail for $50,000 and got released on June 19th, according to the court records. And so he's briefly there for a moment, and he's no longer there. And I went to the website. Was he on the men's or women's? As far as I know, the men's don't even have a coaching staff, and the women's had a coaching staff since him. So why they dragged the Red Hawks into this, because it's new. So I work at Phoenix College, so if I get in trouble 10 years down the line, they're going to say, oh, ex-Phoenix College coach. That's sad. Anyways, sorry about that, Simpson University. But man, the charges he's getting nailed with, the wording, child molestation, creating and possession, control of child pornography. And what state is it? I did a podcast not too long ago about a coach. Shoot, I think it was I can't remember. Kansas? No, it was in Kansas, I think. And they have a law where if you rape a child that's between ages, I think 12 to 16, 14 to 16 years of age, it's some weird name that didn't even sound like molestation. It just says kind of like, I don't know, some misdemeanor. It didn't sound right. I totally forgot. I should have went back and looked, but I don't want to. You can go back and look. But they have some goofy name, just didn't even make it sound like a bad thing, and it is. So at least he's being charged with the appropriate names. So anyways, moving on to horrible news. So soccer commentary is full of coded racism. Of course it is. This is what we do. We want to dig deep and find every form of racism and attack everybody, make them feel bad for who they are, and destroy them. Because we have studies. Because it's backed by science. Here we go. A new study shows players with darker skin are often reduced to physical attributes, while players with lighter skin are praised for mental qualities. A new paper published by the Danish sports data company Run Repeat and backed by the Professional Footballers Association, therefore it must be good, makes it clear that soccer commentary in the United Kingdom, United States, and Canada has a racism problem. Researchers from Run Repeat sampled 80 games from the 2019-20 season in the EPL, French Liga 1, Italia Serie A, and Spanish La Liga broadcasts across 7 different networks and analyzed more than 2,000 statements made by the commentaries about 643 unique players. The study included 1,361 comments about players with lighter skin and 713 comments about players with darker skin. The study found that waiting for the different number of comments made about each group, players with lighter skin were praised more frequently for their intelligence. 62.6% of the comments coded as positive were about the players with lighter skin. Work ethic, 60.4%, and overall quality, 62.8%, while 63.3% of criticism about players' intelligence was aimed at players with darker skin, along with 67.6% of criticism about players' quality. The study also found that players with darker skin were often reduced to racist tropes about their speed and strength, which is often coded by commentaries as pace and power. The study is important as it communicates what a lot of people already know, said Jason Lee, the Equalities education executive for the PFA and former Premier League player over WhatsApp, which is the people from different ethnic groups can do exactly the same thing in the game and yet be described in a different way. Okay. So many things. So for the ones that did this, excuse me, for the ones that did this study, they went in with the motive to get that result. So when you're doing that, if they pick certain plays, so they base it on how many players they do? 600. Where is it? I don't know. They had a number of players. So they handpicked 643 unique players. Okay. And if the way they picked them, it's going to be its perception is so wickedly horrible that whatever result you want it to be, it's going to be that way. That's why we have so much hate going on in America right now and probably throughout the world. We're so divided in this country because everyone's perception is different, and we're being divided even more into our homes where we cannot actually have interaction. When I have interaction with people one-on-one, it's great. When it's over Facebook and whatever, and you can't really gauge it other than through text, it's not good. It's like writing an email. You don't get the full context of everything. But this is so gross that we are going to needle through every little thing. And, I probably shouldn't be talking like this because I have white privilege. And it's not my fault. Okay? It's not my fault. I grew up in a home of poverty where dad was never home, working in Vegas. Mom was working a job. We were latchkey kids. I was in fights all the time. I never owned a car until I got married, and I wrecked it on our wedding day. That's a different story. Doesn't matter. I'm 25% Hispanic, and my family is Hispanic, but we do have white in our family. I mean, we're a big mix. But I apologize for even talking about this, being the color that I am. And it's stupid. We need to stop talking about this and judge people by action. What do you do? So if you knew who I was and what I do and how I help my community, you would never think that of me. But since you don't, and I'm talking about, I'm sure I'm a racist or whatever. This is it's getting ridiculous at how stupid we are. Stupid. But anyways, why even talk about it? Can't win. Logic doesn't win these days, but it's getting ridiculous. But the one thing I will say about commentating is when American is playing in the EPL, they are ripped new ones because they're American. Doesn't matter what color. So is there bias? Yes. Is there prejudice? Yes. That's life. It's your actions, not your secret coded, studying every comment known to man. And shoot, if we can have commentary be free to speak on what they see, they're going to be worried about saying anything. I mean, you look at the broadcasters today. If you go on ESPN FC, they talk about anything. They are all scared. It's like Darren the Headlights. Oh my gosh, I'm about to get fired if I say the wrong thing. Shoot. I wouldn't want to be them. Anyways, I want to talk about Just Weekend. So Jessica McDonald attended Phoenix College, and I want to show you this video. We're going to talk about the importance of JUCO, why junior college, and that's how we're going to move on. But let's first watch this short video.
As a child, I grew up in a big family, but my situation with my parents was not normal, I guess you can say. As a child, I witnessed a lot of horrific things. I used sports to be out of the house. I didn't like being at home because I didn't like things that were happening at home, and so I used not being at home as motivation. I had fully ruptured my patellar tendon, and I had a very slim chance of ever playing at a high level in sports again, or at least according to science. I was pretty much told, no, you're done. I didn't think I'd ever be at this point. I've always wanted to be at this point. Very unexpected, to be honest, but I'm just very grateful to be here. I've bounced around so much in my professional career, and so he's such a chill kid. I'm just hoping and praying it's going to inspire him one day. He's 7 years old, and he's going to be able to remember these days. He doesn't understand what's going on, but he's going to remember it, and that is what's important to me, and that's what I'm playing for.
So watching that video, that's I get a lot of emotion listening to that, because I truly believe that Phoenix College and the people of that campus giving Jessica McDonald an opportunity to keep her career alive, from transitioning from Cactus High School to Phoenix College as the navigation to get to UNC, was so critical. Now, not saying that if we weren't around or we didn't have sports, I'm not saying she would have never got there, but it would have been a different, it's different when you have a support system through sport. And there's a lot of things that impacted Jessica at Phoenix College. And I know this to be true because she keeps coming back to the campus. She has relationships there. A lot of people helped her. And there's so many stories like Jessica McDonald that went to Phoenix College as a pathway to help build or bridge the gap to the NCAA. Because the NCAA is not fair. I'm a product of that. I graduated Sham Mountain High School with a 1.9, and I was the top soccer player at the time in my senior class, if not top 5. And I didn't qualify. I didn't even know how to qualify. No one showed me the way. I didn't have the help, but Phoenix College helped me get that so I could go on and play Division I, graduate, and do all those things. It would have never happened if there wasn't one sport, because I would have never went to school. And someone to show me a way, because if I didn't have that, I would have never went on. And I don't know how similar that is for Jessica. I don't want to put words in her mouth, but Phoenix College was definitely helpful. But imagine if we didn't have it. And it could go that way. It totally could go that way. I could see that happening because we're going to be down in enrollment, and Maricopa Community Colleges are going to have to make some tough decisions, and sport might be the way. Question is, what is the value of Jessica McDonald? What's the value for her? And then impacting her life and how it's going to impact so many other people from her son and generations after that, and so many other. There's so many stories, and I can't wait to tell them all on my other podcast with Phoenix College Athletics. What's the value of their life? Because we are we're the forgotten students, the ones that don't qualify, that don't go to school to play. Don't go to school to go to school academically. We needed the carrot of sport to get us in, to realize with help you can do it, and then you can graduate and go through that process. They're the forgotten student, and it's something that needs to be discussed a lot. Anyways, just a reminder, you can go to coachcameron.com, and right in the front page, you can click on the Stop Maricopa County from shutting sports down for a year. At least phase it out and see what's going to happen. Go ahead and do that. And you can also buy products. Buy a coffee mug. Buy a phone case. They do come in other colors than pink. I got pink. I don't want pink. I thought I ordered black, but anyways, didn't work out for me. Anyways, thanks for joining me, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Goodbye.